Yeah, you see, I put together my own segments for the show, and the audition is today, so...
That's exciting. Best of luck, Local.
Thanks, Khufu. I hope Mr. Swallowstone likes my ideas. I just want my own radio show, you know. No more of this radio commercial nonsense. Not that it's terrible, but, you know...
Fowler! Put out that match!
Remember, Auntie Franny, Speck is a pyromaniac. It's who he is. He can't really control it.
There's ways to control it. He set the booth on fire last week, remember?
Speck just lit one of Tempest, the love guru's candles. It was an accident.
An accident he's made 16 times.
Francis, Local, you're on the air right now.
Cue the wake-up call.
That was your morning wake-up call, so good morning! And now live from beautiful Jaybird Street, it's Bird Call Radio. I'm Luckle Ducklebird, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Maggot Munch, the crunch and munch of those oh-so-tasty maggots. But watch out, they'll leave you gassy. Maggot Munch, have 'em for lunch. They crunch, 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 so munch, munch, munch. Buy a whole bunch of Maggot Munch. Now here's Khufu with news and weather on the Early Bird Hour.
Good morning, I'm Khufu with your news and weather. Today's forecast is sunny with temperatures in the mid-80s. Tomorrow calls for thunderstorms till the end of the week. In today's headlines, 4 geese have been detained after being connected to the New York plane engine incident. President Ferdinand Eagle believes the geese are terrorists. Well, the Wingspan Resort and Spa broke ground today in preparation to open a new resort off the shores of Sherwood Island here in Connecticut. Owner of the Wingspan Resort, Ermine Swift, has this to say.
Oh, I'm completely thrilled to have the Wingspan Resort expanding. This team, my wonderful team, I can't thank them enough for their dedication to my project. We have 3 resorts in Florida, and they are the perfect getaway for our fellow feathered friends. Next year, we will be building resorts away from the coastlines and closer inland. I know you're impressed.
Is this news? How exciting. And now I'm turning you over to our own Speck with our Consumer Report segment.
Thank you, Khufu. And now for Consumer Reports with me, Speck.
No clue what you said. I'll be right back. Canary can't even talk and Swallowstone puts him on the air.
Today we will be talking about Maggot Munch. Sure, it's one of our station's biggest sponsors, but we need to tell the truth. The popular snack is under scrutiny for leaving thousands of birds sick. A test indicates that the maggots being used for the food have been fed contaminated nectar. Once they are baked in, it causes an acidic eruption from the maggots, leaving the acid to tear the lining of the stomachs, which is painful. It could even lead to death, and that's not good. Maggot Munch is a big no-no and should be banned.
Oh, thank you, Speck, for whatever you said.
No. Thank you, Khufu.
And now another word from our sponsors, Kitty Be Gone.
What a classy sounding product. Sign me up for 6 cases. Oh, shut up, fella.
Luckle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see an angry kitty, it's not your day. He grabs you by the tail, you can't fly away. You see the end is near and all hope is gone. Should have bought a bottle of Kitty Be Gone. Spray yourself with Kitty Be Gone and kitties will completely avoid you. It's made of citrus, pine, and skunk juice. Side effects may include itching, burning, diarrhea, vomiting, back acne, and may attract felines. The one spray you can count on. Kitty Be Gone. Not sold in Cleveland. Up next is Aaron Herron from the National Avian News Center, but first a word from Dr. Hergen Borgen of the Catnip Detox Clinic. That's a thing?
Good dog, I am Dr. Otto Hergenberger. Have you or a loved one found yourself addicted to catnip? If so, you are not alone. There are plenty of birds chained to the evil pussy nip. Come to the Catnip Detox Clinic. Here at our clinic, we take the best care of our patients in 3 simple steps. Weaning you off the catnip, finding distractions from the catnip, and of course, shock therapy. Remember, catnip is for the cats, not the birds, you bunch of sillies. So call 1-888-NIP-GONE and we'll give you a free consultation. Don't slip the nip. Get a grip at Hergenbergen's Catnip Detox Center. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
I'm Khufu with your news
Khufu,
weather.
that commercial was awful.
Gizmo.
I am pro catnip.
Gizmo.
Hergenbergen is a liar
Gizmo.
and stuff.
Get out of here.
As kitty god to the cats and a lover of catnip,
Gizmo.
I have to say that this is completely bogus.
Gizmo.
How can Bird Call Radio let someone like
Gizmo.
him be a sponsor when he's...
Gizmo.
It's an outrage.
Gizmo.
A clinic to wean someone off catnip.
Gizmo.
It's a cry for help if you don't like catnip. What's with these non-nip lovers putting me down, you know?
Please get out.
Okay, I'm going. Sheesh.
Sorry for yelling. And now here's Luckle Ducklebird to talk about the Flybird, a new device for listening to the radio on the go. Luckle? Luckle? Well, it sounds like Luckle and Foul Owl are busy expressing their inner wants through song, so... Well, let's send you to Aaron Herring.
Khufu, skip Aaron's segment. The signals aren't coming through from the news center for some reason.
Hi.
Beck, get out of the booth.
I don't wanna.
We were going to send you to Aaron Herron at the National Avian News Center, but we're having technical difficulties. Until then, well, Francis, what shall we discuss?
Stall. Talk about anything.
I'll talk about my rock collection.
No. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not much of a collection. It's just a rock, but it's a start. I mean, the rock Dwayne, and I keep Dwayne on a shelf, and I visit him to see...
Beck, put out that match. I don't care what Luckle says. You need to control your pyromania.
I don't care for you today.
Khufu, here.
Oh,
Here you go. Phew.
I've just been handed a breaking news story from our intern Dylan Quailstein.
You're welcome.
Bird Call Radio's manager, Eugene Swallowstone, has been declared banished by the Bird Union Council for allegedly speaking to a human.
He couldn't keep
Let me
his
see
beak
that.
shut.
Swallowstone was turned in this morning by an anonymous caller. Swallowstone's last request before being banished was to sit on a power line and watch the sunrise, but the viewing was abruptly cut short due to a short in the wires, electrocuting Swallowstone. He did not survive. CEO Lord Firebird of Birdland Entertainment has announced a chicken, Mrs. Chicker, will be replacing Swallowstone here at Bird Call Radio. Stay tuned for our midday news broadcast. Are you paying too much to fly south for the winter? The answer may surprise you.
We interrupt this program to take you a breaking news bulletin. Here now, Aaron Herron on the scene in front of Bird Call Radio.
I'm Aaron Herron, and I'm outside the nestling mass here on Neighbors Street, the location for a Bird Call Radio. And it is chaos. A crowd has formed around the mast in protest against Bird Call Radio. Why, you ask? Well, the birds are worried that others from the station have been talking with humans, which would cause more damage to our birdling society. Now, their manager, Eugene Swallowstone, was declared banished this morning. He was talking to humans, which breaks the Bird Union Code rules, as you know. Well, Mr. Swallowstone died this morning in an abrupt electrocution from telephone wires. The timing is a little odd. There is some speculation that his shocking death, no pun intended, was not an accident. Now, the nestling mass does sit in the backyard of a human gentleman. We are not sure if the resident is the human Mr. Swallowstone had been conversing with, so there is more to investigate. We see there are... Oh my goodness, there's been a flamingo. A flamingo has crashed into the crowd and... Excuse me.
Watch it.
I'm with the news. Move! Excuse me, somebody get me through that flamingo!
I think he's over there.
Aha! Hello, Mr. Flamingo. I'm Aaron Herron from the National Avian News Center. Is your crash landing a sign of protest against the Bird Union Council or Bird Call Radio?
Hi there. Could you please stop yelling? Where am I?
You're on Jaybird Street here in Peach Pit, Connecticut.
Ooh, my
I'm taking it
goodness.
you're not from around here. Mr.
Bingo Flamingo, what's with all the angry birds? And get that microphone out of my face!
Yeah, you're on the radio right now with our national news coverage.
Oh, fancy. Well, hello to my friends and family down in Miami.
Now, did you crash into the crowd for any particular reason?
Finch, I've got vertigo. I was with my flamboyants flying up north from Miami and...
Flamboyance? I'm a little lost.
Well, that's a flock of flamingos. Like a flock of crows is called a murder.
You murdered a flock of crows?
No, murder of crows.
I'm not following. It's hard to hear in this crowd. You're a flamboyant murderer of crows?
Listen to my words. A flamboyance is a flock of flamingos, and a murder is a flock of crows.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Flamboyant flamingos are murdering crows across the tri-state area. It's a bloodbath here.
Oh, shut up, jerk. Oh, excuse me. Move. Excuse me. Anyone know a good sushi place?
Well, it is chaos here. Birds are gathered around the mast. Some seem very, very angry, like this bird here. Excuse me.
What?
What are you doing here today?
We're protesting against bird call radio. If this swallowstone is such a blabberbeak, then maybe the rest of them are too. They're putting all other birds in danger. They're going to get us killed by these humans. This flock of idiots has struck fear into our community. Am I right, boys?
Yep. Yeah. So due to Swallowstone's actions, you think the flock of bird call radio are talking to humans as well?
It's a classic monkey see, monkey do situation. Without the monkey.
Thank you for your time. It seems the crowd is turning its back on the #1 radio station. This could potentially hurt their ratings in the future with the... Oh, it looks as if some Condor cops are making their way through the crowd. I can't make out if... Oh, yes, there is a chicken crossing the road, and we think... Yes, it could be the new manager that's just announced, the Mrs. Chicker. Excuse me. Mrs. Chicker! Mrs. Chicker! Hello, Mrs. Chicker! What is your plan as the manager?
Hello there, Marty. First off, it's Mr. Chicker. I'm a male hen.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Hormones were injected into my egg back on the farm. You know, backstory and all. Now, go away. You're bothering me.
Yes, but I'm with the National Aviation News.
Ooh. Publicity. Let's chat.
Now, how do you plan to get up to the radio station at the top of the mast?
I had an elevator installed this morning.
And why were you picked as Mr. Swallowstone's replacement?
Lord Firebird. He's the CEO of Birdland Entertainment, which owns many stations across the states. Well, he said that I could save bird call radio from failure.
You seem to be struggling with your words.
Just the B words.
And you knew Mr. Swallowstone?
Yeah, I knew Swallowstone. He was a good bird. Sad to hear of his passing. I plan to put this Swallowstone drama to rest. Also, I'll change up the station a tad and wipe the slate clean. Now, I have to go get up there and greet the staff. Now, everyone out of the way! Chicken coming through!
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. The Chicker. Wow, what a game changer. And would you look at that? The chicken is riding an elevator. Sweet doves above. The human has just walked into the yard and the birds are making bird calls. We take you now to the Bird Union Council where the head elder Ruffleton Potsowitz will be making a statement on Eugene Swallowstone's banishment.
We're clear. We're live.
All rise for council members Murray Feathertwig, Abigail Coots, and head elder Ruffleton Potsowitz.
You may be seated. It's been a difficult day in our community. Today, Eugene Swallowstone, famous for building the bird call radio empire, was sentenced to banishment. Now, I've known Eugene and the Swallowstone family for years. I was stunned when I learned Eugene would put our kind in such danger, taking such risks. His last wish was to see the sun rise while perched on a power line. It, as many as you know, ended tragically. A life was lost, but Eugene's banishment and death will be an example to providers and consumers of what will occur if you are to break union rules. I will not be taking any questions at this time.
You just heard him. He said no questions in that.
Yeah.
You are asking questions. Bunch of idiots.
Abigail, please.
Ruffleton, baby, you gotta tell it how it is. Stop asking questions!
Come along, Abigail.
No wonder we got no place. I think they can do whatever they want.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
To work and have a nice day.
Up next is the discussion panel Foul Mouth with Foul Al.
Foul Mouth with Foul Al has been canceled. So instead, here's an encore presentation of the classic soap opera, The Birds and the Bees.
And now, from Birdland Studios, we present The Birds and the Bees. When we last left, the queen of the hive, Queen Bee Arthur, was forbidding the love between the bee, Miss Honeysweets, and the bird, Jasper Nightjar. Will their love be a honey of an affair or an empty nest?
I'm sorry, Jasper Nightjar, but you, a bird, are not permitted in this hive. And I demand you end your relations with my daughter, Miss Honeysweets, Buzz, immediately.
Your Highness, we didn't expect for this love to happen. I met Miss Honeysweets while smelling the roses in the garden at my kingdom, the kingdom of Twig. We met and, well, she stung me right in the heart.
Mother, we want to be married, Buzz. I love him, and he loves me. I'm a princess, and he is a prince.
No, I forbid it, Buzz. As queen of this hive, there should be no relations between you and this bird, Buzz.
Well then, Mother Buzz. I can no longer be part of the hive, Buzz.
How dare you? You are princess of this hive, Buzz, and you will take over when I die.
Find yourself another princess, Buzz. I'm pollinating with Jasper.
Never! You will pollinate with your own kind. I will not let this hive collapse because of young, unstable love, Buzz.
Queen Bee Arthur.
What is it, Sir Rumble?
A wild frogmouth bird has broken into the hive. Buzz.
Frogmouth? Rumble, alert the sweet bees, Buzz. Find that frogmouth and attack!
Ribbit tweet, too late, Queenie. Jasper here failed on his mission, and I'm here to see that it is complete.
Frederick Frogmouth? But I thought
that I had croaked. Ha! I faked my death. But as for your sister Loretta, she is dead.
What? No! No!
Jasper, Buzz. What is he talking about?
Jasper was ordered by our king to kill your queen and take over this hive. Our kingdom is in need of honey, and you were the key, Miss Honeysweets.
Jasper, is this true?
It is. But once I met you, I couldn't dream of harming you or your hive.
Were you, Buzz, ever going to tell me?
Jasper, these bees aren't worth it.
But they are, Frederick. They are. You may have killed my sister, brought her back from the dead by performing a seance, had her possess a peasant, and have them murder my first love, Georgette. But you will not get away with this.
That's it. I'm taking this bird down, Buzz.
Miss Honeysweets, no!
What? Ow! I have fallen, and I stung myself.
By stinging herself, she is likely to die. The hive will be ruled by the birds in no time.
Honeysweets, my baby.
Queenie, you're coming with me.
Unwing me, you feathered fool. I knew your kind couldn't be trusted. Buzz. Sweet bees, attack this frogmouth.
I think so.
I'm dying. I'm dead.
I'm taking the queen, and there's nothing you can do, Jasper.
Buzz, no, help me!
What? Jasper? I think, dying.
Miss Honeysweets, stay with with me. I need you now more than ever.
I don't think I can go on. Buzz.
You must go on.
Buzz.
You must.
You, Buzz, must be strong. Buzz, for the...
The what? Tell me, Miss Honey Sweets. These?
That's right, Jasper. These are our babies. Our bird bee babies.
Daddy! Hold me, Daddy.
We have children?
I wanted them to meet their father.
They're the most beautiful bird bee babies I've ever seen. They're the only bird bee babies I've ever seen.
And there's one more thing, Jasper. Our children. Jasper, Buzz is...
Honey Sweets? No!
Stay tuned for the shocking conclusion to The Birds and the Bees.
I can't imagine why that show was canceled. And here's some late-breaking news. Our station, Bird Call Radio, will be changing its name to WING. We'll have more on the name change with our new boss, Mr. Chicker. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the makers of the Flybird. It's a mobile earpiece that transmits radio signals right to your ear. Now you can listen to Bird Call Radio,
Buckle, no!
WING. Listen to WING on the fly. Get your Flybird transmitter today.
Our report about flying south for the winter will be held for a later broadcast. Instead, here is our new boss, Mr. Sam P. Chicker, and our programming director, Francis Birdling, to talk about the changes coming to our station.
Thank you, Mr. Khufu. Today has been a day of changes, so I wanted to come on the air and put the minds of our faithful feathered listeners to ease. After a thorough investigation, the Bird Union Council found that no one in the current cast of the station has any relations with humans. And now, the name change. Bird Call Radio is now named WING, and I'm sure you're wondering why. Well, to be honest, it's because I can't say the words that start with beep. Oh, whatever. Without stuttering.
I'll take it from here, Chicker. We'll be bringing you new shows that are sure to entertain, news that will inform you, and music that will keep those talons tapping. Some programs have been removed from our lineup and will be replaced by future shows. Not yet announced at this time.
No! Foulmouth is a staple on this station. How dare you take me off the air, you chicken?
Foul Owl, please! You know I didn't want this to happen.
Well, today was supposed to be my 1000th show. My 1000th show.
Calm down, Foul Owl.
No, I will not calm down. This chicken takes me off the air, and I will not sit by and watch as it tries to make a buck on my...
Come on, Foul Owl, let's go.
Stop
Move it.
touching
Stop
me.
struggling.
Let me go. I will not be silenced.
Well, listeners, that was Foul Owl, former host of one of our canceled programs, Foul Mouth. You can catch Foul Owl mopping up the floors here at WING as our nighttime janitor.
That's funny.
Thank you.
You rue the day you did this, chicken.
Would you get out of here?
Say, what does that light flashing on the board do?
That means we have a call.
How do you answer it?
By pressing the flashing button. Then the caller's on the air with you.
Let's answer it!
I don't think it's in our best interest.
Hello? You're on the air with Mr. Chicker.
Chicker!
Oh, hello. I'm Grizzle Ingrid, manager at 89.4 KLAW. We are your station's competition.
Never heard of you.
Grizzle, get off the line!
Ah, Francis, the little crumb pigeon. Good to hear you're still fucking around over there. I called to send my condolences after hearing about the loss of Eugene Swallowstone. He was a dear, friendly friend.
Well, thanks. Whoever you are.
She's no one important.
Oh, I am important. Do not underestimate the greatness of Grizzle Ingrid.
I hate when she talks in the third person. Goodbye, Grizzle.
Francis, don't you dare
Anyway, thank you, listeners, for staying with us during our... Speck! What are you doing?
Oh, my tail's on fire!
Someone, get some water!
Birds just like to watch the world burn.
Water! Get water now!
It smells like fried chicken in here.
Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Chicker. I've got the water. Out of the way.